I've mentioned to you in the past that I absolutely love driving. I mean, I've driven coast to coast 3 times in the past few years, and I'm adept at any type of driving condition. I don't care if it's being on I-95 outside of Miami, where it's mandatory to go 178 miles per hour or risk being run over by the cars behind you. I don't care if it's in Boston, where you've got to go around those rotaries, New Jersey, where you go around those circles, jug heads when you're out west. Speaking out west, Pacific Coast Highway. I understand. It's your right as a Californian to manage to go and crisscross lanes like a madman on 6-lane highways at any rate of speed because that's your right as a Californian. I mean, you got to get something for living in California, considering the amount of taxes you're paying, how much you're paying for real estate, how much you're paying for gas. So you take out your anger, you take out your anxiety by driving like a maniac on the PCH. I get it. Listen, I can even drive like those crazy New York cab drivers even when I'm in the middle of Nebraska. I can do that as well. But I'm convinced that if I ever move to Europe, I'm not driving because these people are nuts. First of all, even though we live in a right-handed world, it's a left-handed society in Europe. You drive on the left-hand side, the steering wheel is on the opposite side that we're used to. It's on the right, you drive on the left. So here, it is a sport to see how close you can come to hitting somebody, whether that somebody is in a car, on a bike, or simply walking across the road. Because if you can get this close to hitting them, that's not good enough. You got to get that close. And it's a sport here. Forget about right-hand turns on reds. Forget about really traffic signals at all, because these guys drive like maniacs. My favorite, though, was when I first got here, I saw all these cars in Paris that had these like little rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Say that 3 times quickly. On the back of their bumpers. And I'm thinking, these things look dumb. What are they doing here? Well, later that night, I'm going out and I see this little Mini Cooper wanting to fit. You know, the Mini Cooper's this big and it wants to fit into a parking space this big. And I'm thinking, how is he going to do it? And then I realize what those little rubber bumpers on the back are for. Because he pulls into the spot, whacks into the front end of the car behind him. You see the both bumpers, one go in, one go out. And then you realize those little rubber bumpers are to prevent you from doing too much damage to your car and the car that you're going to hit anyway when you squeeze into the tightest of parking spots. It is a strange, strange world over here, guys. Okay, let's talk about football. Listen, I've got a special buy one, get two free handicapper promotion, good for today, Monday only. I'm going to give you a preview of tonight's game between the Eagles and the Patriots with a free pick in baseball as well. But first, let's talk about Shawn Michaels, guys. He did it again yesterday. He hit his one and only 50-dime preseason total of the year with the Colts and Steelers going over the posted price by almost 12 points. Tonight, he goes for preseason winner number 5 out of 6. That's right, 4-1 already in the preseason. Tonight, preseason winner number 5 out of 6. And guys, it's a big play. His one and only 100-dime preseason total of the year on the over-under between Philly and New England. Play twice as strong as yesterday's 50-dime play. He's 3-1 with 50-dime releases, and this is the second ever 100-dime preseason play of his career. Remember, the first one was just on Saturday when he cashed in with the Houston Texans, laying a field goal at home and a 20-9 rout of San Francisco. 15-3 run with NFL 100-dime releases over the past couple of years for Shawn. Second ever 100-dime preseason play of his career going tonight. And again, it's his one and only 100-dime preseason total of the year. And as I alluded to yesterday, as he mentioned on his website, you know, guys, if you're going to gamble successfully, you've got to make sure that you play totals sometimes. I mean, they don't pay you any less when you win. They don't cost you any more when you lose. Totals like a side. Some guys are just so adverse to playing totals. I don't understand that. A win is a win, a loss is a loss. There is no in between. This is no gray area when we're doing this. Totals. You know, as Shawn says tonight, I mean, I'm just looking at his site. The best bet tonight is not the side, it's the total. Well, he said the same damn thing yesterday, and he was right on the money. And you saw how that Colts-Steelers game came right down, giving the Colts the cover, right, as the road dog. In fact, the road dogs, I think, went 9-5, or the road teams went 9-5 against the spread so far this week. You got a virtual pick'em game tonight with the Patriots and Eagles, and I'll talk about it further. But again, Shawn has the big play tonight. One and only 100-dime preseason total of the year, second ever 100-dime play in the preseason that he's ever released. 15-3 run with those 100-dime releases. Chuck O'Brien, second winningest baseball handicapper at the site. $10 bettors up $10,037 since the 2009 season. Tonight, 60-dime winner, number 3 in a row, Cleveland and Seattle. Something you might want to check out as well. Craig Davis, congratulations to him yesterday, hitting his 50-dime winner, number 9 out of 10 and 13 of 16 overall. The Yankees on the run line as a $1.15 dog, so congratulations to him. $10 better has cleared almost $3,000 following Craig Davis's advice over the past 51 days. Unfortunately, Scott Delaney did lose yesterday, was seeking his fourth consecutive 30-dime NFL winner. He lost on the Steelers as the Colts got the cover in that game. Now listen, the buy one, get two handicappers promotion. Here are the rules. It applies only to today's plays, your Monday plays. It does not apply to packages. It does not apply to pay after you win plays from the likes of Scott Delaney or Trace Adams. What it means is you buy one handicapper, you get the plays of two other handicappers of equal or lesser value, for free. What you do is you simply make the purchase, then you send an email to customer service letting them know what other two handicappers plays that you would like. You got to give these guys at least 10 minutes to get back to you. They are overwhelmed because of the popularity of this promotion. A promotion I'm only doing during the summertime to reward you, the regular followers, the hardcore gamblers, the guys like me that like betting baseball, like betting preseason football. I'm rewarding you for your patronage and your loyalty. Yeah, we'll do during the regular season buy one, get one free, but now I like to give you guys bonuses, and I've done it all summer long, and I'm going to continue doing it here for the final couple of weeks. So, for example, this is how it works. Let's see, Shawn Michaels' big play tonight, the 109 play. His cost is $79, okay? So let's say you got Shawn Michaels' play tonight. Well, Chuck O'Brien's play, 69 winner number 3 in a row here in baseball, from the second winningest baseball handicapper at the site. His play costs $65. If you bought Shawn, you could get Chuck O'Brien's $65 play for free and another handicapper's play, as long as it costs under $79, which was Shawn Michaels' original price, you would get that free as well. So you're saving well over $100 and some by doing this, depending on the way that you do it. But again, it's buy one, get the plays of two other handicappers of equal or lesser value for free. Only applies to today. Does not apply to any type of package purchases or anything like that. And remember, you just send an email to customer service asking them or telling them which two handicappers you want after you make your initial purchase. It's that easy. Don't do it 2 minutes before kickoff and expect them to get back to you within 2 minutes. It just doesn't happen. They need about 10 minutes to get back to you once again. So please always be patient. The free pick today, guys. I'm going to go with Arizona. Diamondbacks have won 4 in a row, coming back to open a 10-game homestand. Outscored Houston 23-6 in a road sweep this weekend. Only 4.5 games behind the Dodgers in third place in the NL West. And, of course, the Dodgers hosting the Giants for a critical series that opens up tonight. Miami comes in. Second fewest runs scored in the major leagues this year for the Marlins. They've been shut out 3 times in their last 8 games. Now, Joe Saunders has 1 complete game this season. I was on him in this particular game. It was a 5-0 victory at Miami back on April 27th. He hasn't pitched well at Chase Field in Phoenix this season with an ERA of 4.72. But I'm going to go with him tonight with the Diamondbacks hitting the ball, the Marlins not. Mark Burley going for Miami, 3-7 with a 4.81 earned run average and 11 road starts this season. He was hit hard, giving up 7 runs in 5 innings of a loss at home against the Diamondbacks on April 30th, and the Marlins have lost 5 of his last 6 starts overall. So Arizona is going to be the play there. Now let's talk about the New England-Philadelphia game. Interesting dynamic here. For the Eagles, this is going to be the first of 2 preseason games in a 4-day stretch. So Andy Reid and the team have already said that they're going to treat week number 2, tonight's game, as if it was week number 3, which means the starters are most likely going to play into the third quarter in this contest. But Reid says that's the plan as is, but it's subject to change. Now, guys, if you followed Andy Reid over the years, you know subject to change means that often if his team scores on the first 2 drives, the starters may sit down by the end of the first quarter. I mean, there is no rhyme or reason. You've got 2 coaches here, Andy Reid and Bill Belichick tonight, who don't place a lot of emphasis on winning preseason games, but rather on evaluating talent, getting their starters out, rather than risking injuries, etc. So you always have to keep that amount in perspective. Now, what it does mean, however, is that Michael Vick, who was just 3 for 4 for 6 yards passing in week 1 against Pittsburgh, is going to see extensive action tonight. And unlike the Pittsburgh game, Vick Vic is going to have a full complement of his receivers. Tight end Brent Selleck is going to be back in action tonight. Jeremy Maclin, the wide receiver, is going to be back in action tonight as well. Now, you may recall last year, regular season, Michael Vick was hurt. Vince Young threw for over 400 yards. The Eagles opened up a quick 10-0 lead at home, and they lost to the Patriots 38-20. What does that game have any bearing on tonight? Does it have any bearing, I should say, on tonight's game? Absolutely not. It doesn't mean anything, nothing at all. Listen, as for the Patriots, they were sluggish offensively in a 7-6 victory over the Saints in their preseason opener. Saints were playing their second game of the season. For the Patriots, it was their first. The two teams had scrimmaged twice earlier in the week. Bad performance. Tom Brady 4 for 7, 30 yards in that contest. Same rotation tonight. Brady starts, see some action. Brian Hoyer, Ryan Mallett, who combined to throw for 134 yards and have been very good backup quarterbacks for the Patriots here. Mallett last year and Hoyer for the past couple of years. We'll see the bulk of the action after Brady goes. Nick Foles is going to see the rookie out of Arizona, who had a very good game against Pittsburgh, 144 yards and 2 touchdowns, is going to take over for Vic. Because remember, Mike Kafka, the Eagles' projected second-string quarterback, is out with a broken hand. So Nick Foles is going to see the bulk of the action. I don't know if Trent Edwards, the former Bills journeyman, is going to see any action tonight or not. But again, Patriots 2-5 straight up in their last 7 preseason games. The Eagles have actually won 3 of their last 4. What does that all mean? Absolutely nothing either. Tonight, I lean a little, however, to be honest with you, I lean a little toward the Patriots in this contest. I think if I had to play this game, I would play the Eagles maybe in the first half. That would be my second choice, and I would play the Patriots straight up in the contest because I like their backup quarterbacks more. And I think because they were sluggish offensively in the New Orleans game, that perhaps they'll look to get the offense going here tonight. But here's the thing, and why I'm personally avoiding this game. A, I'm on vacation, and B, I just think it's a tough game to handicap. For the Patriots, this is going to be the first of 3 preseason games in a 10-day period. 3 games in 10 days for them. First of 2 games in 5 days for the Eagles. It's a tough one to handicap, guys. Again, I like the Patriots a little for the game. I like the Eagles in the first half. Both situations, your virtual pick 'em. That'll do it, guys. Best of luck, and I'll catch you again tomorrow.